Hey, welcome to Beyond the Game. If this is your first time tuning in, this is the world's most dangerous sports show, and I'm your host, Nephew Q. And alongside of me, I have alongside the most dangerous co-host in America, not just the city, but the world, Craig. The world, Craig, in the building. We got
That's a fact.
Mr. Russell Wilson's club president.
The days are almost over.
Dak Prescott, club president. LeBron James, club president.
He's playing ball this year.
Mr. Steve Harvey himself.
Nah, Cat Williams all day.
Cat Williams all day.
Cat Williams all day.
Ralph Clay in the building. Go and say what's up, man.
You know what? When he said that, I should have said, "You a fat Faison London." What's up, world? Let's get to it.
Hey, let's get to it. And to my left, Facebook right, I have you viewing on Twitter. I got my dude, Mr. Nightcrawler.
Yes, sir.
OnlyFans biggest draw. They call him AKA Dark Diggler. Dark Diggler.
I like it.
Mr. Charles B. Legend Watson, say what's happening.
Like it.
Hi, guys. Hi. How are you?
Hey man, we got a lot to get into. We got Nick Saban, we got Pete Carroll retired, we're stepping down. We got the NFL playoffs, we got Lamar Jackson. I'm waiting on Daniel to come through the building because
D coming?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got to talk about
Lamar's winning MVP, so he got to say something.
Oh, hey.
You got to say something.
Lamar's winning MVP. His Clippers is playing good. So you know we got to talk.
Josh Allen just threw another interception. He ain't even
Is
playing.
it his Clippers or is it James Harden?
James Harden.
Okay.
Yeah, James Harden. And you know what? I wish he would just say just how we was talking about. It's not Alabama. It's Nick Saban.
Absolutely.
It ain't Colorado. It's Dion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you come through, just say it's James Harden, bro. Just say it's
James Harden.
That's it.
But he does like Paul George. He's
You right. You right.
Paul
So
George.
just say it's James
Why?
Harden.
What does he do?
That's his guy.
He
bro.
ain't want no chip.
Yeah, you're right.
Only one who got a chip is Kawhi. But anyways, let's talk about some NFL playoffs real quick, man. Let's get on into what we really want to get into.
Man.
We got let's go with some NFL predictions. We're gonna start with the AFC right now. We're gonna go this game. I feel like it's gonna be a blowout. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way because I feel like it's the weakest game on the schedule. You got the Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt is not playing. Buffalo Bills.
That's Russell's next team.
With the Steelers.
It's a good chance.
Probably.
A really good chance.
It's a good chance.
I wasn't open to the possibility last week when y'all was talking about it. But you know what?
They need it.
44-year-old Russ with the Steelers. You know.
Come on, bro.
What they win 9 games this year?
Don't do it to him, man.
Hold on.
44 years old.
I mean, you know, it is what it
I don't
is.
know about all
Yes,
that.
I said chill.
Sierra ain't going for the code.
It ain't that.
Sierra ain't going for the
Yo,
code.
that's Sierra. He
That's
got that.
true.
He been drinking that.
Got
He been drinking that Sierra juice.
You know, I don't know, give me a cup of that. You know what I'm saying?
Drink that light.
Give me a
He drink that
chill,
light.
man.
He said chill. But yeah, so for me, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills in this matchup. I'm going to even give a score. I don't think the Steelers have any arsenal to compete as far as offensively. Defensively, they're going to be a little bit banged up. So let me get, can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the Buffalo Bills 17-7 in this matchup. Ralph, what you got, man?
I think I'm going Buffalo too. Man, I want to say Pittsburgh has a chance.
Wow.
But I just don't believe in
Rapping and drinking.
They don't have a nah, bro. But I just don't. Offensively, I just think Pittsburgh isn't there. They don't have a legit quarterback. If Mason Rudolph is starting, then,
Who?
Yeah, you heard me. If he's starting, then I just feel like they don't have a chance. So I think it'll be a little bit higher. I see 24, maybe 10.
24-10?
Yes, sir.
Buffalo? Okay. B Legend, what you got in this matchup? The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills.
28-3.
28-3. I was going to go 3.
I ain't gonna even waste
They
no
ain't
time.
gonna waste no time with it.
I mean, it may be 10 just because they're gonna blow them out so
Yeah.
quick, and
That
then
was
they're
score
gonna
a touchdown
take
at the
the
end.
starters out, and then they'll score a garbage touchdown.
But you remember last week, none of us had faith that the Steelers was even going to make it into the playoffs. But they somehow, some way, finagled
but
it.
You know why?
But that-
because the Jags
can't win. I mean, it
Come
ain't got
on,
no,
bro.
it has nothing.
It ain't got nothing to do with
It has
this.
nothing to do with
Nothing to do
Pittsburgh.
with it.
It's everything to do with Jacksonville.
Come on, bro.
You start 8-3.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
Then send out a mass text to all your season ticket holders
In
about
December.
playoff tickets.
Yeah.
And then you don't even make the playoffs. Come on, man.
What a waste.
So,
garbage.
so with Jacksonville, real quick, side note, whose fault is it? Trevor Lawrence? It fall on Doug Peterson? Who's at fault?
Both. You know,
It can't be Trevor's fault. He's been injured.
Don't matter. I mean, Pittsburgh still got in the playoffs, and they ain't got a quarterback to save their life. So I'm just saying, and although the Texans were playing very well, that AFC South was really kind of up for grabs too.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Kind of, and like you just said, they started 8-3. Now, no, Trevor Lawrence was banged up towards the end of the season, but at the same time, when you're an elite quarterback, you get no excuses, bro. If you out there, you produce.
I mean, I'm with
Tennessee.
you. I mean, now if you're gonna talk about that game, then I'm gonna put that on the coach and put it on Trevor. But if we just talking about the season, I mean, Trevor was out, Christian Kirk was out, Etienne. I mean, they just had injuries, but it is what they just listen.
They should have won that game.
Listen, at the end of the day, they didn't. When the money, when all the coins was pushed to the middle of the table, they didn't
folded.
They didn't show up.
They folded.
Trevor Lawrence. Sunshine.
Shout out to Wing King because bro, I've known him probably 20 years of my life, man, and he's been a Jags fan the entire time, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just always been his squad, bro. He's always been a Jacksonville Jaguar.
I get the 90s with Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell, and I forgot the tight end's name, but, back in the 90s.
He finally thought they had a chance again.
A chance to do what? Just make the playoff?
Yeah, man.
Well, Trevor Lawrence was supposed to fix that.
Or win the Super Bowl? Which one?
At least advance at least one game in the playoffs. I don't know what his hopes was. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, as a fan, you always hope your team can win it. But, yeah, to fold the way they folded, man, and allow a team in Tennessee who really had nothing to play for to beat them.
And let that coach just got fired.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
They don't even use Derrick Henry. That big monster can't even run for 2 yards without getting hit.
And now he's done. He's about to come to Tampa next season.
And then you gonna tell me?
I hope he don't waste his time.
Nah, he gonna mess around and go to Dallas or something. Just mess everybody up. God,
don't do that. Don't put that. Don't put that out there.
Man, just kill everything.
Somebody said Fabio Lawrence played injured. Man, listen. If you out there are no excuses. If you injured, sit down. Other than that, I don't believe in that. If you out there, man, you got to produce.
Hey, that's a money game, man. He need to win that game to go to the playoffs, and they didn't do it, so he failed.
Simply on that. And then we go to the next matchup. We got B. Legend's son. I'm going to let you cook last on this. The NFL script writers were doing their thing when they put this playoff schedule together.
I seen somebody post that.
Hey, man, they was doing their thing when they made this. But we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. In this matchup, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs for one reason, because the temperature is supposed to be like -3 or something like that. I don't see Miami playing well in those conditions. So although the Kansas City Chiefs have not played well on the back end of the season, I'm still going to give them this matchup. I'm going to make it a little higher. I'm going to go 24-17, something like that. Ralph, what you got?
It's a tough one, bro. Man, gotta get out your feelings, Ralph. So,
who would you might go for?
I want Miami to win the game, but I just feel like Mahomes is gonna find a way to do it, man. He just always does. The Chiefs always find a way to make a play, to make a stop. Man, I'm going to go out on a limb. I think Miami can pull it off, man. It's going to be a close one. I say 2017 Miami.
2017 Miami. We got who was it? Darius Cox. They got Miami's going to sneak in. Darius Cox got 28-24 Miami. Sean Gurton got 24-21 KC.
Hey, Sean, ain't he a Philly fan?
He's a Philly fan.
Fly Eagles fly, not
die Eagles die.
Sean, y'all cost me fantasy football.
You still on this? You still on this?
They had one job. All they had to do was beat Arizona, man. They let James Conner anyway.
How you feel about that, B-Legend?
Man. Cost me bread.
It don't make sense.
Because it don't make sense?
Again,
it
a team
makes no
that
sense.
has nothing to play for. That's the team you lose to, bro.
Then they go down there and lose to the Giants last week, 24-0, get skunked.
How you feel, B? How you feel?
I ain't got no cuss, but
How you feel about them Eagles, B?
Man,
they are who we thought they were.
Listen,
okay.
We sat up there and I said
you did.
I said it was gonna come down to San Francisco and the Eagles.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
But what? But what? What?
He's feeling it right now, Q.
Right.
What? Go ahead. What? But what
you gonna say, my brother?
I was just going to step back and let you cook.
Nah, Ralph, he had something to say. What was you going to say, Q?
Brother?
Nah, I was just going to say, didn't Ralph at the beginning of the year said the Chiefs and the Eagles were not going to repeat as far as getting to the Super Bowl.
He did say that.
That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, he did.
Right now, it looked like that prediction holds true. But B-Legend, KC and Miami, your son, Pat Mahomes.
So, you know how I always do this,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So, I mean, I ain't going to even prolong this thing.
I know.
But I'm gonna speak
Sean Gurley said we ain't talking about Philly yet, but go ahead though.
We just wait till we get there.
We gonna get there. We gonna talk about that James Winston too.
Oh God.
Yeah, we gonna stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah. So anyway, let me get through this. So I'm gonna talk out of both sides of my mouth.
Okay.
So, from one perspective, if I'm gonna talk strictly football. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got a lot of things going on right now. You got cold weather. You got Patrick Mahomes. Yep. You got the Chiefs. You got the Super Bowl champ. You got a lot going on right now. Yep. So a lot of reason to back the Chiefs.
Right.
Now in this game with Miami, is everybody back? Is Waddle back? Is everybody back?
I believe everybody's back.
Everybody back.
So. Everybody but Chubb. I don't think Chubb's gonna play.
Nah, I thought he was out for the season.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So Waddle's back and Mostert's back. Everybody's back. Yeah, so
I like the other running back too.
Yeah, ain't
he's a bad boy.
Anyway, but from a football perspective, I think Miami's gonna win. I think they got a good chance to beat them. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't going against Patty.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I ain't going against Patty. I mean, but I tell you, based on football,
yeah.
Miami got a great shot to win this game.
100%, man.
So you going KC? Let me get that score up at you one time.
Oh, you want to score KC? We at home. It's cold. I'm going to go something along the lines of 24-17.
Okay, 24-17. All right, let's see. That's why I said they're going to sneak them in. Last matchup in the AFC, we got the Houston Texans versus the Cleveland Browns. Joe Flacco, which is Ralph's dude, has been playing, in Ralph's words, great here as of lately. So
look at the numbers.
I ain't looking at nothing. I don't care about none of that.
He's played good,
I don't care about none of that.
He was sitting on the couch, and he comes in and he's throwing darts.
And that game's in Houston.
The game's in Houston.
Be tough, bro.
It is, but
tough environment.
I'm going to go with Cleveland in this matchup just because I feel like Cleveland's defense will contain Houston's offense.
Said.
Houston doesn't have a lot of weapons on offense. They're kind of banged up right now, too. So I'm going to go with Cleveland in this matchup. This is going to be a low-scoring game for me. I'm going to go like a 17-10 type of matchup, Cleveland in this match. Ralph, what you got?
I'm right there with you, Q. I'm definitely going with Cleveland for basically the same reason you said. I believe Cleveland's defense will be the key factor in this game. And Joe Flacco, he's been there before. He's done this before, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need him to do much. You don't need him to be a superstar. You just need him to make the plays that need to be played. So I'm going to go with Cleveland. I'm like you, probably low scoring. Let's go.
And for y'all watching via Facebook and Twitter, comment y'all scores and who y'all think's gonna win these matchups as well.
17-13.
17-13. Before we go into a quick commercial break, Legend.
Yo,
who we got?
Oh man,
I want C.J. Stroud to lose anyways because he set a rookie passing record against us.
I hope Texans win, but I think Cleveland's gonna win.
I mean, I think I do. I mean, I agree. I think Cleveland will win. I think defensively, I think they have the ability to stop. The passing and things like that. I would like to see C.J. Stroud win.
Absolutely, man.
But I just think them being banged up the way that they are, I just think, Miles is going to get his hands on them and cause all kind of disruptions. I think, on the backside, on the secondary side, I think Cleveland's got the better secondary for sure.
I agree.
And they're going to be able to control, line of scrimmage and things like that from a defensive standpoint. And I don't know.
I feel like a however is coming in there. However.
My only concern is, is Joe Flacco. How they going to move the ball? Now, again, we've seen Joe Flacco over the last few weeks, other than last week when they lost, move the ball effectively.
Absolutely.
He ain't got no problem with slinging that thing around.
Yes, sir.
So, but I just don't know how that's going to be. I mean, I guess you're going to throw it to Amari
and Njoku.
Yeah, and Njoku is his dude.
Absolutely.
I mean, he gets it to him at least 6-7 times a game.
Absolutely.
But I just think, big picture, I think Cleveland wins this game. I think they'll shut Houston down. I'm looking at something maybe,
low scoring?
21-10.
21-10.
Something like that.
All right. So we're going to take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll talk about the NFC matchups. We're talking about some Cowboys. We're talking about these sorry Eagles that people keep commenting about. I know Reggie's listening about his Packers and who we going to pick. And we're waiting for Daniel to get in here to talk about his Rams, too. Oh, you said upset?
Upset for who? Who they playing?
As Ralph would say, talk about it when we come back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we're going to talk Cowboys and Packers. Go ahead and make your predictions. Yeah, Packers and Cowboys. Go and let us know who y'all think is going to win that matchup. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you for the support.
Adam Kent said the Browns D carries them. Hey, we right there with you, Adam. We think the Browns D is going to take care of that too. Pause. Hey, TC said, Ralph, talk about them boys, Ralph. Talk about them Cowboys.
Talk about them boys.
Talk about them boys, Ralph. Hey, TC, don't encourage him, man. Do not encourage him at all.
Talk about them boys.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Talk about them boys.
Don't do that. Adam Kent said, boys don't lose out. Don't do that, y'all. Do not do this. Don't do this.
Them boys.
You know what now? I want y'all to go with the Cowboys. Yeah, so when they lose.
That's a matchup, man. I think a lot of people sleeping on the Packers, man.
Yeah. Now, that was me doing the volume. That was me.
Them boys.
Sean, we was literally just talking about that, man. We working on that, man. We working on that.
Working on what?
What you asked about the high school show.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
It's coming.
So don't worry, Sean. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We're talking NFL playoffs. We're going to get into some NFC action. We're going to go ahead and kick this thing off with the Cowboys versus the Green Bay Regional Packers. What you got going on over there?
No, it was a mistake.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what was going on.
He's playing last night's video.
Yeah, I know what was going on.
Last night popped up on his phone. But anyways, Cowboys versus the Packers. Cowboys got the number 2 seed in the NFC. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Adam Kent said, honestly, I don't care. It's basketball season. Yeah, you would say that because you're a Bengals fan. But, shoot, man.
I'm right there with you, Adam.
I bet y'all sorry Wildcats. Right. But let me get the Cowboys in this matchup. And I think it's going to be 28-17 Cowboys. Ralph, what you got?
Somewhere around the same. Man, I think this is tough, man. I think this is going to be a tougher game than a lot of people think. This is going to be another game that's going to be decided. I think the Cowboys defense has to come out and play. If the Cowboys defense doesn't come to play, they might be in trouble against these Pack. I don't know if I'm ready to say that the Pack will win the game.
That's what it sounds like to me.
But I think it's a really good chance
That's what it sounds like to me.
This game can be an upset, man. Dak, please come through for us.
He's begging Dak.
Please come through.
B-Legend, you hear this? He's begging Dak to come through. You hear this, B-Legend?
I'm going to go with close to what Q said.
I went 28-17.
I'll say about the same. I'll say 28-20.
Sean Gurton, he got Green Bay 28-27. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cowboys 28-20, man.
Be legend.
But it could be an upset. Y'all heard it here first.
There it is. That's how he feels about it. Tell him what? Tell him what? Tell him what? Nothing. Tell him they what? Hold on.
I expect this like this.
Talk to him.
I expected y'all Cowboys to do this to me.
Do what?
I expected.
What they do? What? There you go.
Them Dolphins, baby.
He gets on my nerves.
Hey, TC said, come on, Ralph. Boys score over 30. Final score 34-17.
Okay.
Be legend. You going to get your boy TC?
I hope so.
What? The Cowboy game? Man, listen, man. Let's
34-17.
See, this game's in the house.
Absolutely.
It's in Jerry's house.
Mm-hmm. They don't lose at Jerry's house.
He said it's in the house like you're a Cowboys fan, but
Nah, it's in Jerry's
closet.
house.
Your closet fan.
And if y'all don't give me a cuss button,
Your closet fan. Okay, it's starting to make sense now.
I tell you what,
it's starting to make sense.
If I tell you what,
him and Jerry Jones would get along.
They best. I'm gonna tell you about my best friend.
If this wasn't a radio show, I had to contain my voice. I wouldn't even have TC on here. He wouldn't even listen because I'd be cussing so much. Look, I think that Dallas is just gonna overpower them dudes.
You don't give Green Bay a chance?
No. I do not. Not at home.
That's dangerous.
Not at home.
He said nope.
Not against that defense. Nope, I do not. I don't, because I don't think they'll be able to run the ball. But I think defensively, I think that their secondary, they're going to shut them down. And I think offensively, I think the Cowboys, you see, I want to make sure I say this correctly.
Okay.
Not Dakota.
Okay.
Because, everybody want to say Dakota's MVP.
Mm-hmm.
No,
He was in the running.
Oh, what's that magical word you just used?
Was.
Okay. So the Cowboys offensively, I don't think Green Bay would be able to, to deal with that and contain it. They got one of the Kentucky boys on there, on Green Bay's defense, Valentine.
That's probably why they're going to lose.
Nah, he's a cool cat, man. He's a cool cat, man. I met the little cat before, man.
Okay.
He's a cool cat, man. I ain't going to disrespect him like that, but I'm just saying. I just said that because Ralph's a UK lover.
But he's not a UK football
Not
fan.
football at all.
I said he is.
You said, okay, all right, facts. Leave it alone.
Who are you?
Just like you a
Ohio
Chicago
State.
Bear.
You Ohio State fan?
I've been there, bro.
That's right, he is.
Buckeyes, through and through.
Chicago Bears. Listen, we can talk about Chicago Bears trash.
That's a quick conversation to be had.
Yeah, I mean they should have fired their coach today.
Why'd they keep him?
I don't know, because
That's
they
why-
don't,
it
because this is
make
what
no
they
sense.
do.
Why they keep
What'd you say, Les? Because it's the Bears?
Because it's the Bears, is what they do.
I seen that. I'm like,
That's what they do.
why?
Why?
Like, yeah, but
Oh, well, he didn't, it's not his fault. It's the other guys that got fired. No, it's his fault. They should have never hired him as a coach. That's why I can't support.
Didn't deserve
I'm
the
sorry.
job.
I'm getting off track.
Nope.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. You doing this right
know,
now.
I'm
He's doing it on
sorry.
purpose.
I'm sorry.
He's doing it on purpose.
So I think the Cowboys roll. I think the score would be something maybe like 30-17.
30-17. All right. Okay.
They're going to put points up on them. Ain't no question. They're going to put points up on them.
Next, we got the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams.
This is a good one here, boy.
I know it.
That's a good game.
You got
there, boy.
Jared Goff going up against his former squad. Matt Stafford going against his former squad.
scripted.
You feel me?
It could be.
It ain't no could be.
It's gonna be a barn burner.
got
It's
the-
in Detroit. though.
Roger Goodell put that phone call. Hey, y'all better make this happen. Referees, y'all know what it is.
It's gonna be a game.
Y'all know what it is. But let me get Detroit in this matchup.
Absolutely.
And this one's going to be close. I'm going to go 21-20 in this one. And this one is going to be a late drive for Detroit to seal the win for this. Regardless if it's a field goal or a touchdown, but it's going to be a late drive by Detroit for this. So 21-20 Detroit. Ralph, what you got?
24-21 Detroit. I don't have much confidence in the Rams. And I honestly, this is more of a feelings pick. I want to see Detroit win, man. They deserve it. It's been a while.
How come you don't never say that about Tampa? You don't never say we deserve to win.
Y'all just won 3 years ago.
So?
Nobody cared nothing about Tampa Bay. See, now he's probably make me cuss. You know what I'm saying?
Let it out.
Let it out.
But nah, man, I hope Detroit wins this game, man. But 24-21 Detroit. It will be a good game.
Legend.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
I love them Rams though, boy. They got the Kua.
The cool.
They got Cooper Kupp.
Kupp.
Boy, they got that boy in that backfield.
Yeah.
Oh, Stafford.
Yeah, well, not Stafford. I'm talking about the running back, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Stafford gonna do Stafford things, man. He's gonna turn the ball over. He gonna throw touchdowns. He's gonna do a combination of both. But here's the thing about St. Louis.
Hey, I'm right there with you. Watch the Bucks land. I'm right there with you.
Who said it?
No, Darius Cox, whoever.
Over the last 6 games or so, man, really the Rams have really been putting up numbers. They've been very productive.
Yeah.
McVay's turned this thing around. They wasn't even scheduled to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think they would.
I
didn't think they would.
So you got to give credit where credit is due.
No, I don't.
They
I ain't got to give them nothing.
We know you don't. We know.
I got to give them nothing.
Just like you don't give MJ credit, right? Okay.
Michael Jackson is the greatest pop star ever. What are you talking about, bro?
Stay focused.
He said stay focused.
When you look at that whole dynamic, man, I like Detroit in this game.
Okay.
I'm rooting.
I'm surprised at this.
I'm rooting for Detroit.
I am. Me too,
I
man.
think that crowd is going to be electric.
They gotta be.
I think it's going to be off the chain.
Have to be.
So it's either going to go one way or the other. Either they're going to drop an egg and just play terrible, Detroit will.
Because that's a possibility.
Or they're going to do it. So I think it's going to come down, just like you said, Q. I think it's going to come down to a late field goal.
That's why
I'm looking at something like you said, around 24-21.
Yes, sir.
I think it's going to come down to the end. I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all on either side. I think either team has the capability to win that game, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with. Hey man, what the hell is this, man?
We gonna go to the last matchup.
You see what I'm saying? See, this is why
we gonna go.
I was about to walk out
to the last matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. See, if y'all watching this on Facebook, this is ridiculous.
Right there, baby.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
They deserve it. Look, Q said they will win 10 games. They won 9, and they are in the playoffs. I can't argue with the man.
We won the 9th game. We won the score of 9-0. Ain't that about something?
That's all Baker was good for.
But anyways, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks with a home playoff game, might I add, versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh Lord!
I want him to pick first.
No, come on. Why would
then I want you to pick, and I want the score.
You want the score for this one?
Absolutely.
Now look,
Now pick from your heart, and then give your actual pick.
I'm gonna channel my B legend from a football perspective.
Absolutely. Here we go.
From a football perspective, Tampa Bay, we're not that good offensively. Baker Mayfield, I think he's top 10 as far as passing yards, but we don't put up a lot of points. We struggle in the red zone. I think we're one of the worst teams as far as scoring is concerned. Defense is middle of the pack. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they are 1-5 in their last 6 games or something like that.
Trash.
So they have backed into the playoffs. Now, with them being away, people doubting them. I know Jalen Hurts' finger is a little banged up. So I think they do have a little chip on their shoulder to prove people that last year wasn't a fluke.
How bad is that finger? You know how bad
as of right now, I don't. I mean, he's going to play, but I don't know how bad.
I'm sure he's still using it.
He's going to play. Yeah. So in this matchup, let me get Tampa Bay 14-10 in this matchup. Let's get it. 14-10. And you keep playing with me, it's going to be 28-10 Bucks. Keep playing with me, Ralph. Go ahead, Ralph.
I'm with you, Q.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I'm with you.
Nope.
I just feel like there has to be an upset.
And this is an upset? Ralph, you had to make me cry, boy. You had to make me cry, Ralph.
I just feel like the Eagles haven't played well. We all know, like you just stated, they're 1-5 in the last 6. How healthy is Jalen Hurts? Is he going to be able to throw the ball? Is he going to be able to make the plays? Forget it. I'm going to do it.
Go ahead and do it, Ralph. Go ahead.
14. Nah. I think they can at least put up. I give y'all, if y'all can at least get 17 points.
That's the magic number. I give you that. If we can get 17 we struggle. Now, like I said, we struggle with putting up points. Even though it's a home game, I do feel like we're feed off the crowd. Baker Mayfield is also banged up as well. So 14. But if we can get to 17, I think our defense will do the rest. But
Andrew, Sean Gurdon
said Philly 24-14. Alvin Brown said Philly 34 Bucks. Now, what is wrong with you, man?
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it, Legend. Bucks win the game. 17-14.
I mean, that's fine.
Well, before we go into break, what we got? What we got?
Oh, you want to hear from me?
Yeah, I want to hear from you. The football aficionado.
Nah, that ain't me.
Let's hear what you got.
However,
why not?
So the question I gotta ask, the question I gotta ask y'all is, what is y'all smoking?
I know. We just having fun with it.
I know.
He's a fan.
No.
We just having fun with it.
Let me change that. Ralph, what are you smoking?
Nah, bro. I'm just having fun with it.
Q.
Okay.
Okay, you having fun with it. Okay. Look, man. Let's keep everything
Here we go.
real.
From a football perspective?
No.
Okay.
I ain't even going to football perspective.
Okay.
We just keep everything real. This is Baker Mayfield we talking about.
They at home.
I wouldn't give a
Baker, we at home. Baker got us 9 wins.
God, man, they gonna get me put out the radio, man.
Come on,
I'm putting in work tonight, y'all.
Come on, B. Legend.
Work.
No, absolutely not.
Legend.
I will not.
Come on.
No.
Come on, man.
Listen,
Just one game.
If you had,
root for us one game.
If you had,
but what if Jalen can't play?
I rooted for you before.
What if Hurts can't play?
It hurts playing.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is this.
Richard Stifton.
Baker Mayfield is prone to turn over that football.
That's true.
Okay. If Baker turns over the football, I think they're gonna put the clamps on Mike Evans.
They ain't got no choice.
They're gonna put the clamps on Mike Evans.
Who? Because Philly has one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL.
I'm just saying.
But go ahead,
They're
continue.
gonna put one over the top. They gotta contain Mike Evans, right?
100%.
Right. If they can contain their run.
Chris Godwin and Mike Evans both went over 1,000 yards receiving.
I'm with you. Everything you said is correct. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. It's money time,
I'm not
man.
gonna let you get me upset.
It's money time, though.
I'm not.
It's money time, man, and I just think that Philly's gonna win. Now, here's the thing, though. This is the one thing that I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Tampa and that Tampa 2 defense.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a problem.
At home.
At home. That's a problem. If they can't, if Philly can't, if they can't solve that, that's a problem.
Telling you, man.
Okay.
Upset alert.
Yeah. So if there is a game that is upset alert, it's this. But I'm not going. I'm not.
Come on, B.
No.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Ride with me one time.
Absolutely.
Ride with me one
That's your
time.
boy
B.
right there, man.
It is.
Ride with me, B.
What do you mean?
We've been Lakers fans since what? Since we know each other. Come on, B.
See, just because of that
gotta go
foolishness
the-
is
you gotta go
lie.
the opposite way.
I gotta go the opposite way. So with that being the case, it is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles with the score of 24 to 17.
24-17. All right, I can get with it. You know, y'all gonna regret that. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We'll get to some of y'all comments as far as y'all scores and what y'all predicted in that Bucks Phillies matchup. When we come back, we got Daniel Smith Mello coming in the building to talk to y'all about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and everything in between when we come back. So y'all keep it locked here on Beyond the Game.
That game yet? Talk about the Baltimore game. They don't play.
No, they don't play now.
I don't play your life. I am. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I figured y'all had a 6:30 commercial, so I'll just sit out here and wait for a minute.
Yes, Deborah. Yeah. Oh, this dog. He done brought in paperwork and everything. Oh, man.
I just didn't feel like looking
Yeah,
at
the
it all on
rims,
my
the
phone.
pocket on.
Yeah, I was playoff season.
I'm gonna sit back and
Just watch.
Y'all see who just stepped in the building? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Don't act like y'all don't know.
Don't get scared, then.
Don't act like y'all don't know. Y'all been waiting for it. Here he is.
You say James Harden 3 times, he show up.
There, y'all been waiting on him.
Oh, yeah. Y'all been talking about James Harden?
No.
Because I was going to say it. Hey, they climbing the Western
Oh,
Conference.
Lord.
Let me see. I put it there. Oh, shit. I thought it went down some more. I was trying to get it to where the mic wasn't in his face.
Got you. Yeah, we should.
They climbing in the West. Just gave Kawhi $152 million. And they talking about extending Paul George.
Hey,
I ain't
Paul,
get that
You cool?
either.
Hey,
You cool?
yeah, I'm smooth. Kawhi, he can do whatever. He's getting paid.
52 the first year, then 50 and 50. He don't care.
They just giving away money.
They giving away money.
They got to sell tickets in that new arena.
They already have to. They ain't no choice. They got no choice. But yeah, we got to do that show.
I know. Sean just hit me up. Well, not hit me up, but he said if I'm not working, I want to be a part of that high school show.
Man, got to do the high school show, man.
It's a lot to talk about.
Reggie on the phone.
That may be
Two questions right now.
I'll let y'all talk.
that might be a 2-week show.
Y'all got a lot to talk about. Y'all got a little bit more
Man,
knowledge than I
foolishness.
got.
That's what we got to talk about is foolishness.
I'm going to go check that game out to Friday.
Which one?
Clay and Brian Station.
That's
Him
gonna
and
be a
Clay's
good one.
undefeated.
That's gonna be a good one.
I don't even know who they got. They main dude. When they main dude.
Yeah, you already know what it is. We back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9
Yeah.
FM. We got the legendary Daniel who just stepped into the building. I know people been waiting. Everybody who was commenting, wait for him. He's here now. Don't run now. Don't hop off over here now.
Hey, do we call him Josh Harden or James Allen?
James Allen. But man, let's keep it on the NFL tip. Talk about some MVP. Now, did we talk about Lamar Jackson's MVP?
No, we waited on him.
We didn't get a chance.
No, I
We waited on him.
I thought we were talking about Christian McCaffrey.
So let's get on into it then. So let's talk about NFL MVP. Daniel, I'm gonna let you cook last on this because I want to know your
Let
thoughts.
that black man be no MVP twice.
Ooh, there we go.
It's going down. They ain't got no choice.
Who y'all talking about? The Black Steve Nash?
Come on, Daniel, don't do that, bro. Now, come on.
Who's that? Who's the black Steve
Don't
Nash?
tell him not to do that. Tell him to do
that?
that.
Oh, you want me to? I'll be a little bit more proper.
No.
Steve Nash with the melanin overload.
Who's that?
There we go.
This guy, man.
Who's that? Lamar?
Hey, man.
Oh, okay.
Darius Cox.
my
What up? What up, Smith Mello, my guy?
My guy.
Here you go with the Lamar slander.
Hey, he got to deal with it because we both Seminoles, man.
Okay, that's what's up. So MVP, our thoughts. I'm right there with y'all too. I'll get Daniel's thoughts on the whole process here in a second. But to me, it's a two-person race between the Lamars and Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey had led all rushers at over 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 67 receptions, 564 yards, 7 touchdowns, accounted for 21 total touchdowns, and he actually tied with the most receiving touchdowns for the 49ers. Now, Lamar Jackson, I read off his stats, 67% completion, 3,678 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, rushing 148 attempts, 821 yards, 5 touchdowns, total touchdowns 29. For me, I feel like Christian McCaffrey did more, and I know in the group chat earlier this year, I was like, Christian McCaffrey ain't did nothing. Like, who is Buddy? But from a football perspective, I'm going to give it up to CMC because I feel like he did a lot more for the 49ers than Lamar. I know people say, I feel like Christian McCaffrey did a lot more for the 49ers. So, for me, I'm going to give it to Christian McCaffrey for the MVP. Ralph Clay, I'm going to throw it over to you, throw you the lob.
Man, I just went from being a person on the show to being a fly on the wall. So I'm going to say Lamar Jackson. I'm going to back
Just
off.
keep it moving. Sean Gurton, Lamar is a lock. What makes you think Lamar Jackson is such a lock? Like, it's nobody else out there. But be legend. Go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so my thing is this. I mean, Lamar, he stepped up to the plate, man. He did what a lot of people said that he couldn't do, right? They talked about he couldn't throw the football. He's proved that he can do that.
67%.
Right? So, ran the football as well.
121 yards.
And what's their record?
13-3. Yeah, 13-3.
Right. So, I mean, he's doing what he's got to do. And he showed that he is very, very capable, of leading that team and the money that he got paid, that he bet on himself. And
AFC just down this year, that's all.
I mean, you call it whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying what it is, right? And I think one of the biggest things that when I look at Lamar Jackson, his number one guy went out early in the season. Mark Andrews. No, Mark Andrews. That's his guy. Because with Mark Andrews, he probably would have had more touchdowns.
Talk about it.
And more passing yards, right? So I think he's done a lot. He's done a lot with less, right? CMC, he is who he is, man. I mean, that dude,
Monster.
You went through the stats.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, ain't no need for me to repeat all that. If I'm going to say just strictly on stats and all that good stuff and who should, from a football perspective, who should probably get it, I would say it would be Lamar Jackson. But I think Christian McCaffrey's going to get it.
Before I let Daniel Cook and get some of these comments, Alvin Brown said Christian McCaffrey was competing with Purdy, which gives Lamar the edge because of him being a one-man show. Purdy hurt Christian McCaffrey. William Sweat, he said if they give it to Lamar, it's because of the team's record, because numbers-wise, Goff and Dak have better stats from the QB position.
Dak.
Dante Wall, he said Lamar and Christian McCaffrey both sat out the last game as well. Both were extremely important to their teams. Sean Gurton, the media has campaigned for Lamar. Now, Daniel, thoughts on the MVP to process period, and then give me who you think going to win the MVP, Josh Allen.
All right, first things first, I need to know the process. Of course, we know the voters. Some of them are columnists, writers, but a lot of them never played sports. But I just want to ask, because I don't think that the best player is always the person on the team with the best record.
True.
Because to be honest with you, if it's going by who's more important to their team, and I think Lamar is important to that team, but I also think for the last 4 years for sure, they've catered the team personnel to Lamar's strengths. Versus somebody like C.J. Stroud, who played on a 3-win team, and they're in the playoffs.
So you would give it over C.J. over?
No, I'm just saying if you actually want to go by importance to their team.
Okay.
So and then and I'm not even trying to throw my guy in there because he missed a couple of games, but for a team that was projected to win 6 games and they made the playoffs as the 6th seed, you could throw Stafford in there. But as far as numbers, like I said, I don't understand how, and I get it, he's going to like it. I don't understand how Dak is not in the conversation.
Talk about it.
Don't do this, Dan. No, we're not doing this,
Y'all let the
Dan.
man talk. Man.
This is all I'm going to say. Look,
Talk about it.
So y'all want to talk about completion percentage. All right, Lamar Jackson at 67.2. Dak Prescott says 69.5.
Who he play?
What do you mean who
The
they play?
schedule. They played the schedule.
Who did the Ravens play?
They played the schedule.
I mean,
They played.
They played better teams in Dallas.
Come on, man.
Barely.
Hey, you can go ahead and finish.
But you know what I mean? And then when you look, so you look at touchdown passes. Lamar had to have a 5-touchdown game just to get the 24 touchdowns. So this marks 3 or 4 seasons in a row Lamar has not thrown more than 25 touchdowns. But anyway, Dak Prescott, 36 touchdowns,
Woo.
9 picks.
Come on, bro.
That's 4-1.
We're not doing
But
that.
Dak didn't do nothing this
4-1.
year. But Dak didn't have no.
And okay, you want to talk about his rating? Lamar Jackson, 102.7 rating.
Oh, Daniel.
Dak Prescott, 105.9.
Come through, Daniel.
And then, okay, you want to go head-to-head, you want to knock Purdy for that, okay. But when you look at the numbers, Lamar Jackson only threw for 3,678 yards. I don't think Lamar Jackson's ever thrown for 4,000 yards. Brock Purdy, 4,280, 31 touchdowns. So, I mean, you're looking at all these guys. The only person that I even have listed as important to their team is Stroud, who only threw 23, but he threw for over 4,000 yards as a rookie. Then you got Christian McCaffrey. He didn't play the full season. He sat out the last game, or he would have had over 1,500 rush yards, and he would have had over 600 receiving yards. So he got over 2,000 yards. His second time going over 2,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell him.
5.4 rushing yards per carry, 8.4 yards receptions, 14 rushing touchdowns, 7 receiving TDs. He's obviously the MVP. I'm not gonna lie. He's
just
and
saying.
look, and I'm gonna say this, and everybody knows I keep it G. The man is white.
I won't say it.
Hey, I'm gonna say it.
He said it. I'm going to co-sign.
But first of all, this is beyond the game. We don't hold back nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's
It's
white.
a league where if you play corner or you play running back, you are not supposed to be white.
Absolutely.
And he's the best running back in the league as a white man.
It's a good one coming out.
He is the MVP.
I think it's out of Iowa.
And you got to look at it from the standpoint of, like Daniel said at the beginning, who's actually voting.
That's true, too. That's true,
Just
too.
saying.
And Sean Gertz said, how many rushing yards for Lamar? 821 rushing yards for Lamar.
Do you want him to be a running back or do you want him to be a quarterback?
Because when he's a running back, he tends to get hurt.
Just need him to make plays, man.
All right. I'm
Make
just
plays.
asking.
B.
Oh, Brock Purdy, by the way, Brock Purdy's rating, we talked about ratings and Dax was up there. Brock Purdy's rating is a 113.
And what's Dax?
105.9.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, 102.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, just wanted to put these numbers out
Brock
there.
Purdy, he's a good game, man.
I'm tripping off of all this Dak love all of a sudden, man.
It wasn't Dak Love. He gave you numbers.
Dak
He
balled
gave.
this
Thank
year,
you.
bro. He
Play
balled.
nobody.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
Nobody.
I don't like the Cowboys, but Dak balled this year.
He ain't play
It
nobody,
makes me
D.
uncomfortable, man.
Sick of it.
Well, hold on, before you cook, D.
Go
We
ahead.
gotta take a call. Caller, what's your name, man?
I wasn't even going to call in today, but the next this boy got this Reginald. I know who it is. This man got on here happy for Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott. I ain't never seen nothing like that a day in my life, man.
We got Reginald Brown on the phone.
That's crazy.
Reggie. He wasn't capping about Dak. He just gave you numbers.
I never seen that like a day in my life.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel. Because when Lamar had the numbers when he won the MVP, I'm gonna tell you exactly what Daniel's the exact words out of Daniel's mouth. Although he ain't played nobody, those are inflated numbers. I mean, they was in blowouts and this and that. But now, as soon as you say who has Dak Prescott, it don't even matter. That don't matter. But what has Dak done in big games? That's what I'm saying. Daniel flip-flop back and forth. He know Josh. He don't even want to say nothing about Josh Allen because we know I don't even want to talk about that. But the man he said Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott. Like, I won't trust right now, but I know I can't trust. I don't want to mess up nothing you got going on, Q. But Daniel, this is what I go through with Daniel. He makes my head hurt.
He makes your hair hurt.
I mean, the thing is, I could see him being bent out of shape on Lamar, but CMC, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the man got numbers. He did what he's supposed to do.
Hey, so if that's the point, okay. If we don't give it to CMC, we should have gave it to Derrick Henry the last 4 years because he literally carried the Titans on his back. Even when they went to the playoffs, even when they went and played the Chiefs in the AFC title game.
What color is it?
Reggie, you sound a little upset, man.
Derrick Henry should have won it 2 years ago.
I agree. He ain't lying. He's 100% correct.
Hold on. I hate when people try to do that for Christian McCaffrey. They do that all the time. So if you pick Derrick Henry on the 49ers, you don't think they still gonna be doing the same thing they doing now?
Hold on, Reggie. I'm gonna let Daniel get in here. Daniel,
I don't want to hear from him.
he said y'all won't hear from him.
I don't even understand the hate on Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It just doesn't make any logical sense. I mean, he sounds like Mike McKee right now. Like Reggie, it makes no sense. The numbers are the numbers.
He does this
He's
all
the
the
best
time.
running back in the league, bro.
He's still doing it.
What's he doing, Reggie?
Man, look. Y'all act like we haven't seen this out of Christian McCaffrey before when he played for the Carolina Panthers.
2,000 yards. He had 2,000 yards, but he didn't have 21 touchdowns.
Go ahead, Dan. Say it again.
I said he had 2,000 yards for the Panthers, all-purpose yards, but he didn't have 21 touchdowns.
Hey, dog. I just love it. I love it.
Bro, when a running back puts up numbers, the quarterback, matter of fact, he only had three more passing touchdowns, and he's throwing the people.
Hold on, Reggie. Hold on. I want to get Daniel's comments. I want to go back to.
Hey, but
Hold on, Reggie. Hold on, Reggie. I'm going to get Daniel's when you said that, Daniel does a lot of flip-flopping back and forth. Daniel, comment on what he was talking about. He had you said Lamar Jackson when he won somebody.
You want to go back to the MVP?
Yeah, when he said Lamar, you said Lamar didn't play nobody, et cetera. But hold on, Reggie. Go ahead, Daniel.
So I never said he didn't play nobody because they played a pretty decent schedule. What I said was, and which has held true since, because we've been waiting on the MVP-like season from Lamar since, and we haven't seen it.
Right.
Even this year, not close. Even Lamar fans saying not close to his MVP year. He took the league by storm with his athleticism because there was no other quarterback in the league that was as elusive or as explosive as he was running. So there was no way they could account for the pass honestly, but still stop him from running. Now he can't run like he used to. He can still run. He can't run like he used to. And now his numbers have not been nowhere near in the last 4 years. That's what I said, and I stand on it, and it ain't been proven wrong yet.
Stand on business. Yeah. Go ahead, Reggie.
hey, man, see, that's what I'm saying. He just, man, Daniel's funny, dog. I'm laughing right there because he's funny. And he know what he's doing. So, look, he'll say, well, Christian McCaffrey got 21 rushing touchdowns. So it has nothing to do with their defense getting them short field. But let Lamar do some stuff. His defense, they got the number one turnover defense. They did short fields. It's easy for him to score. But you see how he's tapping for C-Mac having, he got 21 touchdowns as a running back. So I guess their defense doesn't account for nothing. Didn't short fields for him. That don't account for him. D-Bro running the ball down there, that don't account for him. But do you see what I see?
Reggie, you sound like your blood pressure's up, man.
Chill, bro. You gotta calm down.
Hey, man, when the Titans had a top 5 defense, they was getting a lot of turnovers too, and Derrick Henry was scoring them short touchdowns. But I didn't hear you say nothing about that.
Hey, you something else, bro.
Hey, real quick, Reggie, before we get you out of here, give me your prediction on the Cowboys-Packers matchup. Who you got?
I need to
know.
know.
I already said in the group. Daniel seen it. Packers money line, man. Packers money line.
You did say Packers money line.
Packers money line. Give me a score real quick.
Packers money line. If we go in there and give Aaron Jones the ball like he's supposed to get the ball, Packers money line. Jordan Love gonna make the throws. We'll be good. We got to control that pass rush. Run the ball. They can't stop the run for nothing.
Baby.
Straight like that. Reggie, we appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Get the blood pressure back down, man.
Calm down, my brother.
Hey, man, I gotta go out here. My wife told me, babe, why you gonna yell? I said, it's Smith Mello does that to me, baby. His name is Daniel.
Oh, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Reggie, my guy.
All right, bro.
He's disgusting.
He's still upset.
God.
What you be doing to these people?
him, man?
Exactly, man. What are you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I just present facts.
You got people calling into the show yelling at us. We ain't even doing that. We catching strays. Like, what's going on out here in these streets? But we got what? We got 9 minutes left in the show before we switch it to another
I
topic.
believe you want some Dak.
I know. I ain't listening to rap. I'm about to talk to rap anyway.
I didn't say it. He gave y'all the numbers.
No, you're right. But you.
Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
Y'all
So y'all don't like that.
Daiquiri
They
Prescott.
hate him.
No. Don't do that.
I'm
I
asking.
do not.
I'm asking. That's a question.
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh, okay.
No. Now, at the beginning of the season, what did I do? I dropped him.
At the,
You did
fantasy,
it, and I almost picked him up, and I didn't, and I'm mad I didn't.
And I'm mad I dropped him, right? Because he has performed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's performed.
okay.
But they ain't played nobody.
I don't,
but that's
I don't
committed.
get
Played a
this.
lot of playoff
I don't
teams.
get this. They didn't play nobody.
They played a lot of playoff teams.
Who?
The Eagles twice.
Okay, they won once.
They played the Dolphins.
Come on.
They played the 49ers.
Didn't they lose to the Dolphins?
They played the Bills.
I'm saying
Come
they
on.
lost. They
But
lost.
you said they didn't play nobody.
But okay, he ain't won the big games.
Okay.
He won
I give
against
you
the
that.
Eagles.
So you got to be specific because you said they didn't play. But if you're saying they didn't win, I can't argue against
All I'm saying is out of the 17, 18 games they played, other than the one victory that they got against the Eagles, all the good teams they lost to.
That's a
All
fact.
I'm saying is
But
they
that's all.
played 17 games, and Daniel gave you numbers that
I'm
Dak
fine
was a
with that.
top
But
quarterback.
I'm with you.
Out of
all
those 17
I'm with
games.
you. All
Lions, too.
I'm
I'm
saying
not
to you
with
at the
you.
end of the day, how could you give the MVP to a guy that did not win the big game?
He's not in the argument. Daniel's just letting you know that as a quarterback, the numbers showed that Dak had a good season. That's all he was doing. Daniel wasn't saying that Dak was MVP.
Was the conversation
It's about
about
the MVP.
MVP? That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about, right?
But we said it's a two-man race.
Yeah, Christian and Lamar.
But when you go up and down this list, I mean, if Lamar is at 14, why is he in the conversation? Because his team won? I don't get it.
I mean,
it's a team accomplishment. I don't get
Who
it.
did I say?
Lamar.
We both said Christian.
Okay, so keep it moving. Next,
I said Christian. There's only one guy out here who say Lamar.
we got receipts out here.
We all three went with Christian. This is the only guy that went with Lamar Jackson. But anyways, to close the show, Nick said, no. That's an easy topic. I'm going to talk about Jameis Winston real quick before we get out of here. Jameis Winston went into victory formation.
Somebody put their hands
My
on
his boy.
Jameis.
Gave the ball to, I can't think of his names, but Williams at the end of the game.
Williams, yeah.
He said the reason why he did it, homeboy didn't score all season and he wanted to get a touchdown on the last play of
Great
the game
teammate.
or whatever the case may be. The score
was a
ended up
good teammate.
being 48-17 or something like that. Shannon Sharp said the boy need to be cut immediately, which don't make no sense to me because Jameis is going to be a free agent anyway, so why would you cut somebody who's going to be a free agent? It don't make no sense to me. But anyways, personally, before I throw it around the room, I don't have no problem with it. I'm glad Jameis Winston did that for his homeboy because the Saints players have come out and said they riding with Jameis like we ain't got no problem with what he did. Like the score was already 41-17.
Yeah, that was already
That was
blowout.
over.
Yeah.
So what is 6 more points gonna do? How is that hurting y'all? If you had a problem with it, why didn't y'all beat us? We wouldn't have been in
If you
victory
had a
formation.
problem with it, why didn't you stop me?
That's what I'm saying.
Talk about it.
So I don't have a problem with what Jameis Winston did. Shannon Sharp, I feel like went way too far talking about cutting him. He's been, disobedient to the coach, and I'm like, nah, bro, it ain't that serious. First of all, yeah, he broke an unwritten rule, but it ain't like the coach called in a play and James was like, nah, bro, we gonna run something else. I'm gonna throw the ball over.
It's not like the play cost them anything.
Neither team was going to the playoffs. So
Guys, I'm with you. I ain't even talking about none of that. That ain't what my issue is.
what's your issue then?
My issue is that the coach called a play, and Jameis said we
Yeah.
decided to go against what the coach called. Who the hell are you?
Jameis Winston.
No.
I was about to say James Winston.
Jameis
come on,
Ralph
man.
Winston.
It's a little different because this is not youth sports.
Mr. Crab.
And all I'm
is pro sports.
I know.
Yeah,
and all come on, D. Now let's keep everything real.
No, we're keeping it real. You
Keep it
you
real.
think
All
that
I-
other players don't go off script against their coach.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But where I'm going with this is that you're in victory formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what victory formation is.
Kneel
If
down,
you want-
ball
if-
game over.
All I'm saying to you, if you want to call that play,
Run the real.
run the real play.
Yeah,
Get him a real touchdown. Just get him. You already on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
They wasn't gonna put up no fight to stop that man from getting no touchdown.
They might have.
But it's just a mere fact of what he did, and then the whole fact that he actually came out on TV in an interview and basically said,
J-Bo.
basically said, "Hey man, yeah, we made it. We made a decision.
I ain't seen-
You basically just went against the coach.
I ain't seen
You know
nobody
what
else.
sound
That's
like to
my.
me?
They got that man some money though.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Yeah.
No,
you get it.
What
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
you
is,
get it.
I understand. That's not my issue. My issue is that this man actually has the gall to come out there and say, "Oh well, we made this decision."
Hey,
We,
man.
Yeah, that's the point that he had right when he said they don't respect their coach.
Yeah.
But they have been saying that because it's kind of hard. It's like you had this boss, you started a job, and you've been the boss forever. But you quit, and now we hire anybody.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Andrew. Well, we know Andrew is
Andrew
the
Morel?
special teams. You know what I'm saying? We know Andrew is a special teams coordinator. He's one of the guys, basically.
Yeah.
You think we listening to him?
Absolutely not.
I mean, you know,
Absolutely not.
You know,
If he's one of the guys,
he's
he's
one
like,
of the guys.
he ain't gonna mind.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna mind.
that's just how they look at it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Daniel said we just hire anybody, like Andrew.
That is Andrew.
I mean, I just come from a different cloth, man.
I feel you.
Ain't no coach that I've ever played for would allow anything in that magnitude. That would not happen.
But to see, that's the thing. That's two different arguments. You said allowed. Coach didn't have no choice.
Once I'm on the field, I do what I do.
Yeah, he ain't no
Guys,
choice.
I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I understand
You
what you're
know
saying.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro. If the coach calls the play,
Sometimes
you
you
run
do
the
the
play.
wrong thing for the right reasons.
Let's make this really easy.
Yeah.
What?
Are they gonna do that to Belichick?
Yep.
No.
Are they gonna do that to McDermott? Are they gonna do that to Mike Tomlin?
Nope.
Do I need to keep going?
Yeah, they will do it to Tomlin, but you won't be on the team just like my man that plays for Miami.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I'm saying. That's the point where I come from. So I get it. I'm not he got him some money. I understand why they did what they did.
So-
but you could have did it differently.
Do you compare what?
When else has that ever happened?
Do you compare what
why he's
Jair
James.
Alexander
Antonio
did
Brown.
as far as going out for the coin toss? Do you
was it
compare
victory
that?
formation?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you compare what Jair Alexander did a week before going out for the coin toss when he wasn't a team captain? Would you compare that to what Jameis Winston did?
Come on, man. You gotta come on.
But that's still disrespecting the coach.
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
What do you mean? How's it disrespect?
Because it's the captain's supposed to get. You're not a captain. Why are you walking out there?
Now we just doing whatever we want
What
to
to do? So that's disrespecting the coach too.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm asking a question here. What I'm saying is we're talking about a victory formation and scoring a touchdown versus going out to get it to.
It's still disrespectful.
Neither one changed the game.
Exactly.
Neither one affected
They're
the
both
game.
disrespectful. No matter how you
100%.
want to slice it,
Who
they
was that?
both
That was Green
disrespectful.
Bay, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's Matt LaFleur.
You don't care?
See? See?
Matt LaFleur was one of the
So that
guys.
is
You don't care no more about Dennis Allen than you do Matt
It's not
LaFleur?
that. It's just, again, respect.
No, 100%.
But you're not a captain. Why are you walking out there?
No, I'm not disagreeing.
No, that's
with
what I'm saying. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's disrespectful.
It is.
100%.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll agree on
100%.
that.
We agree.
We agree.
They ain't gonna do that to no real coach.
Nah.
They're not doing it.
Nah.
I'm
So
just-
he
they're
had a real
not.
coach.
Dallas.
That's not a real coach.
Well, Jerry Jones probably sent a signal down, told him you ain't got to listen to Mike.
Hey, don't listen to that boy. Don't do what you want to do.
Don't y'all know I'm the captain?
Well, actually, he say, "Look at me."
Or actually, he probably did the complete opposite. They probably, in that situation, was like, well, we're going to run the ball and get him some money. Jerry Jones said,
No,
no,
you're
don't
not.
do that. I'm not.
No, you're not.
Don't do that.
No, call it time out. Get him off. No, you're not. no, absolutely not. No, you're not. But anyways, we get ready to get on there out here. Thank you everybody who tuned in for another great show. Thank you everybody who tuned in via Facebook and Twitter Live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the
Appreciate
YouTube
y'all,
channel.
man.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. We getting ready to get on
Shout
out
out to
here.
Nick Saban. Best
What's up,
ever.
man? One of the
Is he the
best.
GOAT? Is he the GOAT?
In college
100%.
football.
Gotta be the goal.
Not a doubt.
Hey, boy. We ain't,
Without a
getting no
doubt.
more, we ain't even getting no more press from St. Nick, man.
What's the SEC fans going to do
Hey,
now?
but we got to say to him,
gonna be
Q,
down.
how many of y'all Alabama fans is going to different teams? Because
Hey.
y'all not real Alabama
But you
fans.
know what, though? With him leaving, who's going to become the SEC team?
That's what I'm,
Georgia, I guess.
Georgia.
But then
it's definitely Georgia.
rumors is Kirby Smart might be entertaining the Falcons. So he might
Really?
Yeah, I seen that
need
before.
him.
I don't see it as a good move.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think it's a good
But
move.
we'll talk about that next week when we get back on Beyond
Oh,
the Game
say
with
Dick
LXU 93.9 FM. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We're about this thing, y'all. Peace.
I didn't hear that.